Hello everyone, my name's Rory Paddock for picksandthepaddock.co.uk, being broadcast to you live bang on 12:30 in the afternoon on what is Tuesday, the 20th of July, with a staggering 6 horses that I like the look of across major meetings from Wolverhampton, Foss Lars, we've got some from Nottingham, and also one this evening on the all-weather at Chelmsford. So without further ado, let's get stuck into the action. My first selection comes in at the 2:10 at Wolverhampton on the all-weather. It is a 7-furlong contest with 6 now going to post. And to be honest with you, seeing Right Action line up in such a low-grade race seems a tad odd, but hopefully he can capitalise now at this level. The 7-year-old record here at Wolverhampton is fantastic. 2 wins and a place from just 4 starts here at the Midlands course. It's a return to this track with a yard in great form, a very capable amateur in the saddle, and at this level, all of those should hopefully combine and point towards an easy success for the current market favourite at 7-4. Right Action, my first horse of Tuesday afternoon that you should be getting on. My second selection comes in just the next race here at Wolverhampton. And yes, I know maybe it's a tad unfair, but the 4th race here on the card seems set to be somewhat of a duel, somewhat of a 2-runner affair with Prioritise and Tarub vying and flip-flopping and swapping favouritism and the most likely victors. Prioritise has the benefit of a course and distance win, but with 2 runs under the belt this season, compared to Tarub's 1, I see myself siding with the older horse, who I expect to progress further. Agus's runner produced a solid performance to finish second after what was nearly 200 days on the sidelines. And with the yard in such blistering form, I have to go for the 4-year-old Tarub to win the 4th race at Wolverhampton, the 2:45, currently priced at 11-4. Now we take a little trip away from the all-weather, head over and grabbing a bit of turf action from Wales in what is the penultimate race on the card at Foss Lars. And I'll be honest with you, it's just really tough to look elsewhere other than the favourite, Asad Jamira. Looks to continue to progress after their win at Nottingham last time. The 3-year-old has only gone up £4 for that win in what looked a similar sort of looking race. And there doesn't look too much in the way of competition to stop Jim Crowley steering Owen Burrows' runner to another victory. It just looks like perhaps a little bit of class compared to the rest of the rivals. Asad Jamira in the 4:45 at Foss Lars, currently the 15-8 favourite. We then go from Foss Lars and take a trip to the Midlands at Nottingham. Just an hour later in their opening contest, we've got a 5-runner, 5-furlong sprint. Now, the horse has drifted like it's lost a leg, I'll be honest with you. It's never a good sign, but it's gone from second favourite to rank outsider here. But Outrage looks too big a price to sort of ignore. A solid second last time out shows that the Kubler train runner still has ability left in the locker. But the most interesting factor to me is seeing the horse line up in a Class 5 race. He's not competed at this level since all the way back in August 2016. Now, it was a win that time. Now, we've got them very, very capable Richard Kingscote in the saddle, which is also a very eye-catching jockey booking. A preference for firmer ground, which the horse gets today. And with him weighted below both the last all-weather and turf winning marks, I just think he's worth a little crack at 17-2. Looks a massive price. Loads of factors point towards the race being run to suit. point towards various things being well within his wheelhouse. And at this level, yes, I know he's a 9-year-old, I know he's a veteran, but you know what? 17-2, I'll take that. Outrage to do much better than his current odds suggest in the opener at Nottingham. Now, sticking with Nottingham and another small runner field later on the card, the fourth race on their meeting, 7:15, and I'm hoping Celtic Empress can return to the winners' enclosure after finishing second as the beaten favourite last time. Now, I know the current favourite, Professional Widow, has a couple, has a course and distance win to their name, but I just hope the consistency shown by David O'Meara's charge will be enough to see them prevail. It was a tough race between the two, Provisional Widow and Celtic Empress, but I'm hoping Celtic Empress, with Danny Stope in the saddle, can see the horse grab another win this season. Celtic Empress, my selection in the 7:15. Now, last but by no means least, we go to Chelmsford. It is their final race on the card. It's the final race anywhere across the UK and Ireland today. And yes, I know it's a bit of an obvious one, but I'm going with yet another favourite with Chief of Staff. It was a winner on its third start last time out at Brighton after being gelded earlier in the year. Now, I'm hoping that now that he's tasted his first success, he'll know how to keep his head in front. Likely to improve further, especially being gelded earlier in the year. And with the yard in blistering form, I think they're currently operating at an astronomical strike rate of, I think it's 5 wins from their last 15 runners. Yes, it's obvious, but I think 64 is actually a relatively generous price. Chief of Staff is going to be very hard to beat in the final race at Chelmsford tonight. So those are my 6 for today. I know they're all relatively short priced, but whether or not you want to do a lucky top bet or some sort of accumulated bet. But here are my 6 anyway. Right Action in the 210. Tarub in the 245, both at Wolverhampton. Asad Jumeirah at Foslas in the 445. Outrage, a massive price in the opener at Nottingham. Celtic Empress later on the card. And last but by no means least, Chief of Staff to win the final race of the day at Chelmsford. Now, those are my 6. If there's anything you like the look of today, make sure you pop them in the comments below. Any likes, comments and shares are always welcome. But fingers crossed, touch wood, and good luck if you follow.